righty then. My God. You know, you guys will all understand why the show's been a little whacked out here shortly.
Has it?
Oh, it's a little nutty cuckoo. We're a little nutty cuckoo.
Seems like every other day to me.
Really?
Yeah.
It feels a little disheveled today. But you know what? I have family in town. We're doing all the amusement stuff of the world. Yesterday was Santa Monica Pier, and then it was Gladstone's. Got to do the Gladstone's thing where they wrap up your food and make like a duck.
Right.
But we didn't have like the best guy wrapping our food.
What'd you get? What do you make?
Here is my theory.
A
Okay?
possible giraffe.
No, here's my theory about this place. Everybody, you know, it's a good place to take
It's a
tourists
great
and all
place.
that stuff, and it's right on the beach in Malibu. It's
Sit outside.
Yeah,
drink.
sit outside. Well, we didn't drink, but
Yeah, you can sit outside and not drink too.
yeah.
Wrong.
Alky.
Wrong.
Drunk.
Who are you guys?
Loser.
You're not the Jamie Daddy I know.
Well, give us a couple minutes. We might be again.
Anyway, so here's my theory about that. So the kids, my niece and nephew, they're sitting there, and these people walk by, and one of them has a whale wrapped in tinfoil. I mean,
Right.
their food wrapped in tinfoil.
Right.
What they do is like origami with Reynolds wrap.
Right.
And they have a whale, and then hanging from the tail of the whale is a mermaid hanging down and like swinging.
Oh, this guy's trying too hard.
Oh my God, it was crazy. And then another guy came by, and he had a big, like this heart with a fish and this. I mean, they're huge.
Oh my God. When they start doing that, it was all ducks.
It was like crazy stuff. So the kids are so jazzed, right? They're totally excited.
They don't finish their meal on purpose.
Exactly. It's like wearing a tie to one of those places that they cut off the damn tie.
Right.
So,
Right.
You know, so the kids are, oh, Aunt Jamie, they can't wait. They're just beside themselves. So some guy comes over, right? He puts the box in the middle of the Reynolds wrap, folds it up, sticks a head on it, 4 legs, box turtle.
That's funny.
No, it wasn't funny till I called it the box turtle.
Right.
Because it was a turtle, but he couldn't really say it in English. And then,
Tortuga.
right. El Torto or something. So I'm really upset, right? Because the kids are so excited, and then we get this stupid turtle. I think they're all plants.
What do you mean?
I think they hire people that walk around just acting like they're leaving with food,
Yeah.
and they just circle with 4 different, like really amazing pieces of art,
Right.
and they just circle around and make people think that somebody's capable of doing that.
No.
They're plants.
No, I disagree.
What do you? I think so.
It's guys vying for employee of the month and just sucking up hugely that have gone home with packs and packs of Reynolds wrap and worked their little butts off to show off for Mr. Gladstone.
I don't think so. I think there are four absolute pieces of sculpture. They circle them around every 20 minutes, so all the kids get excited. Everybody thinks you're going to get that. Oh my God! Look at the potential we have for excitement.
You'll be surprised to know this, I think. Gladstone's opens for breakfast at 7 a.m.
Uh-huh.
You just call, find out, demand to speak to the manager, and tell them what happened.
They're not open.
Yeah. They say
Right now?
breakfast. Isn't that weird? I didn't know that either.
Well, I thought they have AA meetings there.
Only on Saturday.
Oh, that's special.
Oh, thanks for making me point that out. You forced that out of me. I'm sorry. Please don't yell at me on my next 12
There's a book like that has everywhere they're at.
Right, but you got to be a drunk to get that book.
No, you can go online.
Or hang out with a drunk that got drunk and passed out.
I didn't
Something
tell
you don't know. Are you missing your book? Because we haven't.
Is that what happened?
And by the way, it's for sale on eBay. It's kind of funny.
My drunk book is for sale on eBay?
Yes.
There's like personal notes in the back.
And your chips.
That's why it might go for more.
No, my chips are in my pocket. You don't have my chips.
You don't have your chips. You had to yeah.
Oh, I've had to give them back 100. Well, you don't give them back.
It's like poker with Danny.
But I must have 10 30-day chips.
Does that make you a success or
No,
a
a huge failure.
Wow. All right. Anyway, moving on to some of the stuff that's going on in the world.
More important than the box turtle?
Yeah.
Okay.
Actually, it's that phone call I promised you.
what?
There is a 911
right.
phone call that happened in Maryland? Is that where it
Yes.
was sent? Yeah. All right.
Baltimore, huh?
No, Maryland.
So,
See, some things I forget, some things I don't.
Selective.
Very.
Anyway, so there's this 911 call going around, and remember like what happened in Colorado? The 911, the poor operator, she didn't understand that somebody called and said a big piece of concrete is going to fall or whatever. There's a
Right. There's now those dead people.
beam, but she thought it was a sign fell off or whatever. So that was really sad because it was just misunderstanding. Well, listen to this one. This is not a misunderstanding.
Anne Arundel County 911.
A call to 911 is usually a relief that help is on the way, but not in this case.
Do you need police, fire, or ambulance?
On July 29th, around 2:40 a.m., Patricia Berg found herself startled awake.
Woken up, when somebody runs their hand across a pane of glass, how it makes that noise? What happened? The only place I can think of is my sliding glass door. I woke up and I went, saw all the lights on and went to check it out. I didn't see anything.
The 911 operator fell asleep. It went on for a minute 48 seconds before Patricia regained his attention.
Hello? Yes. I was wondering if you were still there. Yes. Okay, and what's the problem? I've already told you. You don't remember me telling you what was wrong?
Patricia complained to a 911 supervisor.
Hello, this is PCS. How can I help you? I called there, and they took the information from the city. I told him what happened, and then it was silent. And then I heard, and I said, hello?
The operator, an employee since 1993, is on a permanent midnight shift. No disciplinary action has been taken.
Oh.
That was some good snores in
That's,
there.
is his head and how big are his sinuses?
Wow. Can you imagine somebody's killing you and the damn guy falls asleep? I mean, I couldn't hear really what was the problem.
Somebody ran their hand across a pane of glass.
Is that what it was?
And woke her up and scared her.
Oh, my God. That's so funny. Oh, my God. I can't believe he's not going to be any disciplinary
He's on a
action.
permanent midnight shift. That's punishment enough.
He's been there 11 years and can't get off the graveyard shift. It probably means.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's when all the action happens.
Oh, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, give him the 3 p.m. slot or something. My God. Oh, that's tragic.
It's a little sad. I'd be embarrassed.
I mean, that was full out. He was in REM.
That's huge. That hurts to even try and do.
Wow. Oh, God love him. All right, well, we'll put that aside, but that was worth doing, I think. I will put it over here. All right, anyway, we have a couple of phone calls that we need to get to. Also, Jack, I wanted to know, how'd your MRI go? Do you know if are you dying?
Oh, yeah.
I called yesterday and said, hey, how about those results? It was supposed to take 2 days. And they said, they have them in 2 days, but then they messenger them over. It might be a few more. So
If you got the cancer.
Dude,
I know, they
that
don't
tumor
care.
You got the
could've-
melanoma.
I know. So I'm still waiting.
You got
Yeah, I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know.
You think?
It's a kidney thing, so we'll find out.
You got a kidney thing?
How do you know
That's
it's a kidney
because
thing?
because when I had the ultrasound, they saw a mass on my kidney. So that's what the CAT scan was
Maybe
for.
you just had to pee.
Yeah,
Maybe
we'll
you
find
should,
out.
Maybe you should just go to mass. It's a sign from God.
There you go.
All right, anyway. Hey.
Ay, 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 ay.
All right, I'll get to it. Just hold on. I'm very busy over here. I got this to do. I got that to do. We want to talk about Mary Kay Letourneau. I think that, in fact, is one of those creepy women.
Yes, see?
Even though yesterday I didn't think there were creepy women. I still think, though, there are far more creepy men. As I'm looking
I
over to
disagree
my
vehemently.
right now, there are far more creepy men than there are creepy women. But anyway, that Mary
Name
Kay.
one.
But you know what's creepy is she's 42 now,
Yeah.
and that kid is 21. Kind of not that creepy now.
Not if it was a guy and a girl. It's weird. It's different because it's a girl and a guy.
I know, but I mean, still, as creepy goes, not as creepy
But-
as because she was boning him when he was a hot 12-year-old.
But they have 2 kids together.
Is that ridiculous?
Yes.
Do you think now he's sitting there because he's 21 years old, he can finally have a cocktail? Do you think he's sitting there and he has 2 kids, the burden of 2 small children? His wife is 42 and he's 21, and everybody's going, dude, you're so boning grandma.
Ew.
You know what I mean? Like all his friends are giving him crap.
But here's what happened. If he saved any of the money from
was.
if he saved any money from the 2 movies of the week and the book only published in Europe, which I doubt he did. But if he did, he's got that. But there's another movie of the week coming if they get back together.
I thought she did all that. I didn't
No,
think
he did all that. She was in jail, and you can't make. It's the son of Sam law. You can't make profits from your crime.
Actually, she can. He ruled that she could.
The judge ruled that she could make profit from her crime?
Yep.
I had no idea.
Yeah, it's Sister Sam law.
It's different.
3 things on the.
It's gay.
Can I finish my 3 things before y'all talk about crap? I don't know what you're saying.
Yes, tell us the 3 things we don't know about, so we won't tell you the one thing you don't know about.
All
We've
right.
been trumped.
I will tell you. Number 1, first of all, Robert Lyles, marketing director extraordinaire, just walked in the hizzy. And did you see his jeans?
No.
It's like somebody spray painted the side of them, or as Stetch said, tagged them on the side. Well, they're couture $2,000 jeans.
No, they're not.
Because only 1 pair were made. And so, as I told him.
Get me a can. I'll make another pair.
Exactly. You know what I just said? That means all my bedazzled sweatshirts, couture.
God, I wish we weren't on the radio because then it would make sense to say, let me see his $2,000 jeans because I really want to see him and now I have to wait for a break.
Well, let me just tell you one thing, Mr. Danny Bonaducci. He overpaid about $1,999.
They're $1 jeans?
And that's too much.
Go to Fashion Co-op if you want $1 jeans.
Also, just a reminder that August 21st is our big old
Bachelorette party at the Palms.
And like I told you, Thunder from Down Under is going to be there.
Now, I know you're inviting people. They go to star987.com and tell us why you want to go.
Right.
But are there packages available too?
Well, here's the thing. I know this, that if you're already going to Vegas, you can buy tickets for the actual event at the gift shop at the Palms.
And you totally need to.
Yeah. So if you're staying somewhere else or whatever, or you're going to go up that weekend of August 20th, that's the 21st is actually the night of the Bachelorette party, then go into the gift shop and just buy a couple tickets.
You know how Jamie has said, I really didn't want to like your pizza because it's way more fun to make fun of you, but your pizza's great.
Right?
I don't know how I'd make fun of a bachelorette party, but I have to tell you from the bottom of my heart, this will be the greatest or at least wildest night of your life.
It'll be so fun. Jack's going to wear his humongous penis outfit.
And can I say,
Did you
Jack
find
in a giant penis suit, one of the lower points. It's just interesting. Some huge things happen.
Well, let me tell you one thing. First of all, we have 2 different problems. The issue about Gladstones do, in fact, they have stunt people walking around
Right.
with origami of rental trap, which we will get to after our little commercial. But number 2, you know how we're not allowed to do, it's called what, plugola or
Right.
something? Payola.
Plugola.
It's something where we can't say stuff so we get stuff free.
Right, we can't say Gladstone's is our favorite restaurant because we know that he's going to give us or already did give us a free meal. That's
Right.
called plugola.
Right, unless they buy advertising.
Right.
And then it's okay. It's an endorsement. But anyway, you guys don't need to know all that crap. Here's my point. The point is that I'm willing to go out on the plugola, payola, whatever the FCC illegal thing, because we can't find Jack his penis suit.
All right, but to be completely honest, it's Robert who's C-blocking us on this literally because he knows where it's at, but he won't do it for us.
It's in his closet.
You guys, I was working up to this.
She's working on something.
I was working on something. I was taking an illegal maneuver for your freaking penis
I'm trying to
outfit, and
cover
you
you.
just totally interrupted.
And I can help you when they finally let you finish.
Well, yeah, because they don't even understand.
Right.
I'm working my mojo here, man. Trying to make you a huge blank, which is what you're being right now. Yeah, so I'm willing to give a little shout out, kind of incognito to the costume king or whatever, something like that.
Do you want the really good news?
Sit in costume, whatever, and sit and sleep. I don't know.
Wow, I've been careful with that one.
And what?
You want the
Arena
really
costumes?
good news?
Guess what?
I read, because I like boat stairs,
Mm-hmm.
so I read the fine print on the plugola payola thing.
Right.
It only counts if you...
This show doesn't get any better. I'm going to have to go out on another damn sabbatical, Jack.
Yeah.
Anyway, listen to this. Okay, so it is my theory in life. You know how when you see advertisements for, let's just say food ads or whatever,
Right.
and that perfect beer with the perfect head on it just dripping over, you never really can recreate that with the frosty mug and all that. You try.
Do anybody remember the beer with the ball in it that made it foam?
That's Guinness.
Yeah.
No.
There's like a marble in it.
Yeah, it's got a little ball.
And when you open it, it comes from the bottom to the top, I believe, from the pressure.
Whoa.
And makes a big head. But unfortunately, it's in a can.
And even frozen pizza ads and frozen food ads, they just make them look amazing.
Right.
So it is my theory, because I went to Gladstone's yesterday. It is my theory when they do the origami with the Reynolds wrap and your leftovers, that they have planted approximately 4 to 5 people walking around with these amazing creations, just so you think that it's the potential that you could get one of these amazing creations, but really you simply get like a turtle or a duck.
Right.
But so you just think, oh, well, I got the bad origami guy. But really, next time maybe I'll come back and I'll get the crazy statue. So that's my theory, that they have plants in there. So we have a couple of people that also agree, I believe, that the Gladstone theory is true. That, there are a lot of places that they put plants up, or what am I thinking? Like falsies, if you will.
Right.
And you think it's one thing, anyway.
Magicians do it all the time.
What do you mean?
Put plants, like in the audience.
Oh, right. Good example. Thank you very much. Chad, hi.
Hi there.
Hi.
I was actually at Gladstone's last night, and I sat right across from the people that were getting the whale with the mermaid. And
you were?
Yes, I was there.
You saw it being made?
And the guy was actually doing it to impress the woman that he was making for and her 2 children. And plus, every time he would make something, she would give him like $1 or $2 on top of it. So he just kept making stuff.
We're supposed to be tipping the origami.
Why, it's a different guy from your
Yeah,
waiter?
It's
I've been going to
Origami-ola.
Gladstone's. I've been going-
Origami-ola, what's that?
Like
Payola,
payola.
plugola.
Wow.
Remember we were in the middle of all that when Jack's
Finger
Freddy
did the,
Fat Finger hit the button?
Yeah, I still don't know what happened there.
I was going to tell you how
Whoa.
to be all safe and that you don't have to worry about it, and boat stairs.
Yeah. Hey, Aaron, you need to turn down your radio.
Okay.
Okay. You done?
How'd you get a job at
it's done.
Gladstone's?
I know. You work at Gladstone's?
Yes, I do.
Which
All right.
one?
What's that?
Which one?
The one in Malibu.
Okay.
Oh, I was there last night. Fine establishment.
Yes, you were.
Yes, I was, Aaron.
Yes, it was.
How do you know, Aaron?
Because I heard you say it on the radio.
Oh, okay. I thought you were my waiter.
Spying on you.
Yeah.
No.
So, Aaron,
off-
why you guys give me the guy that does the duck?
I don't know why they didn't give you the guy that does the duck.
No.
It
They
depends.
gave me like a guy that did a simple thing. I want the guy that does a creation.
Now, do you guys go to school or anything to learn?
The Reynolds Wrap College.
Everybody asks us that. No, we don't go to school. We just have to learn by watching people that have been there for a long time.
So
Uh-huh.
apparently
But possible
Jimmy's...
you got somebody that hasn't been there very long.
Right, that's what I'm thinking, like yesterday.
Yeah, because there's guys that have been there for 12, 14 years or something like that, and he can do big giraffes and seahorses and elephants and stuff like that.
See, it's all a lie, though, because you never get that guy.
But we don't have plants walking around,
Yes,
though.
you do. I still think you do, because every time I go there, I get something simple. I get the duck or the box turtle.
Yeah, I must tell you, I'm a big frequenter of, because it's one of the few grown-up restaurants both my kids enjoy.
Right.
Because of the peanuts. So I've been to Gladstone's a bunch, and I've never gotten anything but the duck.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They say they have somebody spectacular there. They don't. It's like when you go to Benihana's. Oh my God, same thing.
Yeah,
Some other tables having a way better time with shrimp than my table.
absolutely. And you know what I think is rude? Somebody pointed out, I won't say who, that they have that AA meeting there.
Yeah.
If you don't finish your breakfast, they make you a big Absolute bottle to take your food home in. They think that's really funny.
Oh my God, for the AA.
Yeah, they fold it up so it looks like a bottle of liquor.
But I don't know if y'all can relate to the Benihana's concept too. You think
Yeah.
you're gonna get like a shrimp thrown in your mouth, all that stuff. No, it doesn't happen. The guy's just
No.
sitting there. He's all pissed off.
The
He's
guy
done.
at the next table gets that.
Yeah, and you're like, "Ah." See, but I think that's friends and family of the guy.
Of
it's like-
Rocco or Rocky.
no, of that guy. Of the chef or
Right.
whatever his name is. Because I think that they have to show you that. Oh yeah, it is possible. Just come back next time. Maybe
Yeah.
you'll get the lucky guy.
Right. That guy's a shill for sure.
Yeah. Ugh, I so out of this, Dan.
I still think
Come
we
on
need
to
to
you
do
people.
that at a Jamie U. The
What?
teppanyaki chef thing.
Yeah, I do too.
That'll rock. I'll go to that one. That can't be a girls' night out only, man. I want to go.
We're never gonna do it, so let's not even discuss. We're doing a stripping class next, by the
Well, don't get those two confused.
way. Here's Maggie. Hi, Maggie.
Hi.
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 I was just calling to let Jack feel better that I have a cyst on my kidney, too.
Well, did it make
I've
you
had it
push
for
the
about a
wrong
year.
buttons?
From Benihana's to Sis Boom Ba. Woo! We got a party on the show. So you had a cyst on your kidney. That's terrific news.
Yeah, it's been there for about a year, and it's the size of a navel orange, and it's not doing anything. It's just hanging out.
It's just so it just sits there and grows.
No, I go every 3 months just to make sure that it's not growing.
It seems like you could get some like Roto-Rooter for that or something, or ingest some preparation H.
Yeah, I don't know. They haven't suggested that yet.
Oh, well, they will. They'll get around to that. Ask Dr. Jamie.
Well, it just seems like they could if they can suck
Put
out,
a man on the moon.
suck out the fat out of your ass. They could put a little tube and suck that cyst out of there.
That does
Yeah,
seem
but they don't want to do that if it's not doing anything.
If it's the size
No,
of
we're
a
not
navel
preventative
orange,
anymore.
it's ruining your waistline.
No, you
And it's
can't
going to
even
interrupt
tell.
with other organs and stuff, and you're going to die, and it'll be really sad.
And then
I
nobody's
know,
going to
right.
have sex
That's
with
why
you.
I go every 3 months.
And then it'll press up against your spine, and you'll be all, ugh.
Right.
But other than that, I think you'll be fine.
Yeah, no problem there.
Yeah, Jack, you're all right.
Yeah, Jack. That's
Then it's going to break loose, float up into your esophagus, and choke you to death.
Wow. And you'll
Right.
burp it up. Like all of a sudden, oh, dude. Reflux gone awry.
Boy, I don't know what. Pepsid AC not going to work for the thing the size of a navel orange.
Right.
We're very creative today, Maggie. I don't know if you can tell.
Yeah, you are. I like it.
By the way, do you
You
mind
guys
if I
rule.
retell this story today at Morning Show Boot Camp?
Boring show? Boring show.
See, this is
boot
where we use plants. We set this call up so we can do
Yeah.
acid reflux and Pepsid AC.
camp. All right, Maggie. Thank you for your phone call, and
No problem.
let us know if anything crazy
Yeah,
happens.
it was nice to meet ya. Wink.
I will.
If it's because I have sleep deprivation or what the story is. But where I work today is the most bizarre place ever in the world. I mean, it's just bizarre. Our producer has lost his mind.
He's got Tourette's today.
And then I just received an email of what our producer sent to somebody. It says, P.S. You're so fat when you step on the scale, it says to be continued. Actually, Robert wrote that to him, and then he says, F off, you Saks, Fifth Avenue, Barney's reject. And then Stench writes to him, what's your point? All that is true. So that means what I said about you is true, too. Not very good comeback from
Yeah,
Stench.
no.
And then Robert says, you Kmart shopping, hee-haw watching, nose picking, take a bath once a month, howdy doody looking mother effer.
Robert, ladies and gentlemen.
And that's
Robert Laws.
their emails back and forth
That's
about
nice.
what to do about this little problem that we were having. Okay, well, that's where I work. Welcome to my world. Also, by the way, just so you know how demented that we are on the show, you know the chick that had her arm bitten off by a shark?
Yeah,
And she's what,
13 years old.
Yeah. And she's surfing again.
Yep.
Well, she's doing radio interviews, and she'll be in L.A., and Stench comes to me yesterday and says, look, this chick is doing these interviews, and I just told him that we only want her to call. I said, well, why don't we want her in? He goes, well, because she's 14 or 15, whatever. And I know this show, and we'll all be like, oh, my God, that's totally sick how your arm's missing.
The first thing I thought was the second she shakes hands with somebody, I'm going to say, here, catch.
And so, in his defense, he was actually making the right decision.
Totally.
Because, if we have her on the phone, we'll still be more sympathetic, blah, blah, blah. If she's here, we're going to freak out and just be mesmerized on the missing arm. I
Right.
know all of us, and we all have ADD, and we'll be just staring at the pit.
Yeah, it's disarming.
Oh, God. And we'll do crap like that,
Yeah,
which
exactly.
would totally suck.
Come on out unarmed.
Stop!
I'm just saying that's what we'd have done.
Anyway.
Put your hand up.
Stop it. It's not even funny. I have proof. Anyway, yesterday on the show we had Ant. He is a guy that was on the last comic standing. Wasn't funny enough to stay, so they voted him off the couch or wherever however they did that. And then he's a homosexual. So what we did, because he said he was looking for love,
Right.
we bothered.
Yeah, we did. We bothered.
We took a whole piece of show and bothered to find Ant a lover. And then now he's canceling because he's going to go with us tonight to...
GameWorks between 5 and 6 tonight. GameWorks in Long Beach at the Pike.
Right. We were taking 40 people along with us to go play.
And Cheese Man.
Yeah, and Ant was supposed to go, and we did a whole thing, and now he wasted our time. Ant?
Hey.
Oh, my God.
Don't try and be gay and happy right now.
Right.
I'm not gay and happy, but you know what? If that girl were in the studio and I was in the studio with her, the shark girl, I'd be like, keep her at arm's length away from
See?
me.
At least he's playing.
You know what? You and Danny should just room together and just
Let me tell you something. Danny showed up at the Improv over that dollar bet.
Uh-huh.
Showed up. It's a good thing I stopped at the bank. Because I was like, he showed up, and he brought his friend that he wanted me to meet, who I found attractive but has not called me.
Oh, I'm supposed to, he doesn't have your phone number. I'm supposed to give it to him. So make sure when we put you on hold to give it to Monica because I think I lost it. But listen, you want to hear something really funny, Jamie?
Yeah.
Well, Darren,
Anytime now.
who is gay, also owns Fiorini with me.
Right.
He's my partner. So I'm at a totally gay event, and I keep saying, this is my partner, Darren, all night.
That's funny.
And then
finally,
you can hear audible whispers from people in the crowd going, I told you Bonaducci was gay.
Yeah.
Totally.
Oh, that's funny. Did you have to wear a I'm straight
Well,
t-shirt?
finally, Ann called me up on stage to give me my $1, and I said, by the way, my partner, Darren, gay. Me, not gay.
Yeah, and the whole crowd was like, she's still in the closet.
So in the
Hello,
closet,
it's
come
a
on
walk-in.
out. It's okay. By the way, super funny homos that night.
Thank you.
You're
That
welcome.
that was a fun show.
But remember, fags always let you down, Dan.
Oh, but we're mad at you. That's right.
Oh, we're not mad. No, here's the thing. I booked a job, so I have a rehearsal at 4:15 today.
What job?
Well, it's funny because I
booked a
never
job
book those.
I booked a job for TV Land.
Oh.
Yeah.
It just kind of happens after a few drinks.
Yeah, and so I booked this job. And I do. But let me tell you, whatever event you're doing next,
You know why
I'm
he's
so
lying?
gonna
Can I
go.
tell you something? This is the typical thing of what we read about studies.
Right.
You know a guy is lying when they start stuttering. I mean, it's a proven
See,
fact.
I would have thought that if you're
No,
too
I have
smooth.
ADD. That's a proven fact.
No, it is
And
it
a
is the
huge
truth
penis.
because you're like job.
No, my favorite character on Bewitched was Aunt Clara. So I do impressions of her throughout
Wow,
the day.
what a Dennis Miller reference right there.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Yeah.
I'm Clara.
Well, did you call the guy you're
I
supposed to?
called Rick, which was the guy that I picked, and I told him last night because when I got home, I felt horrible. So I called him. I
Yeah.
said, "Oh my God, I hope you don't take time off from work." And he's like, "I own the company." You know, he sounds like Harvey Firestein.
Right.
Right,
he
right.
does, yeah.
I own the company, not a problem. So I said, "Great, I go, let's go out on Sunday." So if you guys want, on Monday, I will call.
We have
if you would
spent
like.
way too much time with you and your whole thing.
Jamie, look, I promised to get you laid, and this is how you treat me.
No, you know what? Danny told me a long time ago, fags always let you down. I was like, no, they don't. I love them. But you know what? He's right.
Oh my God! Listen, honey,
I have
stop
the
sleeping with
t-shirt
them,
now.
and they won't let you down.
We have to go.
I
I'm
don't
done with
care
you.
how much of a trick pelvis you have, Jamie. It's not going to convert them.
I would say something, but I'm better than that. For
No,
the
you're
first
just
time
speechless.
ever. For the first time ever, I'm going to be better than something.
But I will call and let you know how our date on Sunday goes.
No, because you'll cancel again.
I'm not
You're one
gonna
of those
cancel. I'm
guys.
completely free on Sunday. It's the one day of the week I don't work.
Are you already cheating on Darren, or is that not a hookup?
No, we already said to Darren on the air that I would go out with Darren no matter what.
Okay.
Remember?
Did you love
Darren's
Darren?
well aware of that.
Did you love Darren?
Yeah, I thought he was cute.
Okay, cool.
And you're right, and you would never know in a million years
That he's gay, huh?
In a million years.
I didn't know till I kissed him.
Seriously?
No.
With tongue? Danny, I'm telling you, when you kept going partner at the show,
I
you
know.
felt entirely too comfortable.
Well, remember, Dan.
Even the butch ones can be gay.
No, but it's just so hard to describe, but we're going to give it a
Are
gander.
we?
Well, what happened is, I don't know if y'all have ever seen the Ross commercials where they go, oh my God, you paid too much.
Right.
And they put one girl in an outfit and she
It's the
paid
exact same outfit.
like $26. Another one paid, $2,000.
See, they don't go that far on the Ross Pay for Less, Dress for Less. They don't go that insane as we just saw.
So Kevin Gabay, who is our, I don't know what the hell he does, promotion, something like that. And then Robert Lyles, who does, I don't know, Ryan Seacrest. Anyway.
Well, then he just got less busy, didn't he?
Oh, 2 double slams almost mean.
No fun.
But hurtful. Anyway, so they walk in, you guys. They both have white T-shirts with white linen shirts over them, jeans on, and black shoes. It was
And
like
belts.
and belts. It was like a uniform.
Right.
Well, and they're scared because they look exactly alike.
Exactly alike.
Yeah.
Aside from the fact that one of them's Caucasian. Robert.
Well, one of them's Jewish and one of them's a black guy, and that's the only.
Together, they're Sammy Davis Jr. Got one eye.
Oh my God, that's right. He has
black
one eye.
and Jewish.
That's funny. I don't know what denomination his eyeball is, because that was a donor.
Right.
A denomination or race that eye is. I don't know. Anyway, but we can find out because maybe it's like a hoe thing going on. So they walk in, they look exactly alike, and then we go over Kevin's wardrobe. How much did he pay for the whole thing?
Like
$75.
$75 for the
Yeah.
whole thing. Only because the shoes were free from Skechers, so that probably would have added another $40.
Right. And then how much
So maybe
was
$100, we'll say.
Robert's entire outfit?
Over $2,000. I don't remember.
No,
It was
well over 2,000.
Well over 2,000. It
His
was
belt-
$800 for the shirt, right?
His
No,
belt was
no.
like
It's
$150.
$250 for the shirt. It was.
Anyway, it doesn't matter. It was
Right.
a lot.
And it's the same outfit as Kevin Gabe was wearing for under $100.
And I have to say, Kevin Gabe looked way sexier.
Oh, yeah.
Shaking his ass. God. See what I mean about women can't be creepy?
Yes, you can.
No, what I'm saying is, obviously, I could never say that, but a guy would totally try to pull that off, saying, "Oh yeah, her ass looks so tight in her jeans."
Shake that.
My neighbor does that. He dates different women, and he'll be like, "Oh my God, and her ass was just it's just
I don't know what this dress was made out of, but I was walking out of here yesterday with my 16-year-old superhero cheese man, and there was a girl in front of us in like I don't know fabrics. It's like an old type of spandex or whatever.
The old spandex.
Well, I don't know
yeah.
what it is. It's today's
retro spandex.
No, it's today's version of that. I don't know what it is, but it was really clingy.
Today's version of spandex.
But you could almost see through it, and she was either
Maybe.
wearing a thong or nothing, and it was almost she should have been arrested, man.
Tights.
Yes, that's what she was wearing. Cheese Man went out of his 16-year-old mind.
I think she just had on tight pants.
No, it was a skirt or whatever a dress is.
Oh, is that those hip hug?
Yeah, oh my God.
Did that look attractive to you though?
In what way? In
Any
I'd
way.
pay money for her, or I was going to ask her out?
Both.
I'd have paid money for her.
Oh, that's nice. Because the other way she'd be free.
No, I wouldn't date her. I'd rent her.
All right.
God, I
well,
hope you're not that girl. Because I was right behind her and a guy wearing a cheese head. She probably knows who I'm talking about.
good news. He wants to rent you for rent on your ass. Call it a day. Anyway, but it is funny how
Why not? Aunt did it.
assumptions of people, and going back to that, like I said, Danny was in that gay club and everybody assumed he was gay, and well, he is. But it's funny because I was at home and waiting for the locksmith, and I got home at like noon or whatever, and the locksmith came, and he's like, "Oh, so you're not married?" All this stuff. It's kind of creepy. And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Oh, and you're home by yourself, blah, blah, blah."
See?
And he said, "So, are you in porn?"
What?
That's what he asked me. Am I in porn?
Why would he ask that?
Because I'm at home. Usually I'm not at home, but I was at home during the day. So he thought like I did porn at night or something.
No man, no kids.
Right. I'm at home.
What about
I have a-
executive who took a day or something?
No.
I would never think. Would you have thought porn? No.
He totally.
It's random.
Well, I mean, I had a tank top on, no shoes, I had shorts on. I didn't look
Oh,
like an executive.
you were doing porn right then.
and then Jack said that. Well, tell him about you being at the mall.
I go to Target a lot during the day to buy baby
Right
stuff,
on.
and the checkout lady one day goes, "Oh, it's good to see a husband stay home with the kids, or with the
Yeah,
kid."
I thought he was a stay-at-home dad.
And I'm like, "No, I work, lady. I do more before 10 in the morning than you do all day."
yeah, Jack.
And then I take the baby to Target and buy socks.
Wow.
Well, there were some underlying issues there, but
They
whatever.
weren't even underlying. They were like right out there in the open.
That's okay. His wife goes out a lot.
Hey, I was at kind of an important thing not too long ago, and Gretchen and Dante showed up, and Dante started to throw a little bit of a tantrum. And I go, "Well, I'm gone," and started to leave the room.
And so as people assume that you were a bad dad.
And
since we're talking
said
about
so
assumptions.
out loud. They said, "Nice father."
No, but you said it best though. If you're late or whatever, why you're never late.
The reason I am never ever late, the reason I'm always exactly on time, is not because I'm a big deal with it in any other way. But here's the thing: if Jamie's late, that's not a good example. It's because it's Tuesday. If most people are late,
Well, no, I usually do it every other day. Duh.
but if most people are late, they're stuck in traffic. That's all. Then they say, "Oh, sorry, stuck in traffic, got a flat tire, whatever." If I'm late, Ooh, Danny's in some crack house somewhere with hookers.
And you know what? I have to say, in assumption world, I mean, your assumption comes from your
My past.
your past, present, future, whatever. And yeah, so that's true. But like my porn thing didn't. Jack's
weird.
stay-at-home one.
The porn thing's weird. He was fishing.
You what?
I have 2 of them. I have that when I had long hair, people used to come to me anywhere and offer to sell me drugs or ask where they could get them or if I had any. And then now, one of the neighbors went up to my wife this week and said, "Hey, does your husband used to be a football player or something? And it's because I dress like a slob, I'm home during the day. They assume she doesn't have any money because she's a woman, and I'm in a neighborhood I shouldn't be in."
That is true.
All of that's true.
And I'm a big ogre, so they look at me
Your
and
wife's
think
a woman, and you're in a neighborhood you shouldn't be
He's
in.
in a neighborhood where they don't even have bars over the windows.
I know.
Yeah,
What's that like?
we don't lock the door when we go for walks and stuff.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, you don't belong in that neighborhood. You belong in the ones with the bars and bolts over the windows.
And they look at me and think, big guy, maybe he played sports or something. What's he doing
No,
here?
they think big guy, little shirt.
Yeah.
Big
But
guy,
that's
little
just
brain.
That's just sexy.
But you know, and then I won't do the stereotypical ones, but there have been times in my head I've been a racist.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, like,
Actually, you know what? I was going to bring this up on the show. So have I. Just the other day.
you know, like, I'm like, oh, gang member.
You ready for this one?
And probably doctor.
But I think this one's okay. Tell me.
Except for that teardrop on his.
I'm at the whatever that little gas station store is right near us, right? And I go in to get something, and I'm behind a black guy. He must be 6'10". Do you have any idea how big that is? That's gigantic. It's so not normal.
Yeah.
He walks out and goes to this bitchin' ass Escalade with like all the things you could ever get on it. Now, I wouldn't recognize him even if I've seen his face, but I don't get to see his face. And what do I think?
Basketball player.
What team is he on?
The Lakers.
Clippers?
I don't know, but can you think that just because he's gigantic and African American?
Every time I go to the Cheesecake Factory in Marina Del Rey, there are very large, well-dressed black men that are tall.
How tall?
I think the whole team's there.
But are they that tall? 6'10"?
No, but they're like tall, well-dressed Escalades. I'm like basketball players.
Yeah.
But you know,
Because I thought I might be bad in some way for having thought that.
But it's weird because in LA you think basketball player, and back at home where I came from, you think drug dealer.
Really?
Because there's just not a team.
Yeah.
Right.
All right, real quick, let me just say that Robert Schimmel will be with us here shortly. And along with that, Danny has some drama or
A thing
that he wants to discuss as well. But in the meantime, we were talking about assumptions, and I have a little pop quiz for you. So what I've done is I've put together 6 things, I think,
All right.
and I want to see if our assumptions are the same. So I'm going to tell you an item and then what you would assume, okay? It doesn't have to be fast.
Right, so it's not the first thing that pops into your mind.
I didn't mean to snap.
Okay,
All
grab
right.
your microphone, Jack.
Yeah. Someone that rides a Harley. What do you assume?
Tough guy or like,
Yep.
Mean biker guy.
That's what I assume.
Okay, me
Yeah,
too.
my brother-in-law, religious and a CPA.
Right.
And rides a Harley. A really fit, ripped guy who is conscious about fashion.
Gay.
Yep.
Or Ryan Seacrest.
Right.
I said that.
Right. An old guy with a young girl who has the money.
Old guy.
Right. But it might be the young girl. It's just we always assume it's the old guy.
Yeah. Most assumptions are right.
Not necessarily.
Not necessarily. That's why I use the word most.
A short skirt on Santa Monica Boulevard.
Man.
Yeah.
Really? Because I just think hooker.
You don't know Santa Monica Boulevard. It's a
Um,
guy.
Well,
Guy hooker.
Guy hooker. All right, now this one's a more complicated one. When you think of, let's say I have a friend that's an Arab, and they have a bathtub, what does it look like?
Oh, it has feet.
No, not in my world.
No, it has marble and jacuzzis.
Funny, I put marble, but I also put it has a gold swan mouth faucet. And finally, white baby Latin mom.
Or
Stench.
Latin person pushing baby.
Okay.
Oh, nanny.
Right. Stench's poor wife gets that all the time.
Oh, especially in that ritzy titsy neighborhood. Right?
Yeah,
That's not right.
because the baby's kind of whitish and big, and then she's Latin and little.
Right, but you know what it is in real life, though? The outfit. Because in my neighborhood, you're right.
Oh, my God. don't know if you can say that, but you did. Yeah, so those are some of the assumptions. Some right, some wrong, but I am not a porno person.
Right. But when I just say in my
I own
neighborhood.
porn, but I don't participate.
Well, you kind of have a porn site, though.
Well, not really. It's marital aid.
Adult stuff, right.
We don't sell porno stuff.
Right. But in my neighborhood, when I say sometimes assumptions are right, I am telling you, when little baby Brittany, when her beret costs more than the person's outfit pushing her, you can be confident it's the nanny.
Yeah, I mean, but it's just weird. All of us assume stuff. Once I was in a red T-shirt, and this is saddening. Once I was in a red T-shirt, and I was at Target, and somebody asked me about a price check.
Oh, that happened to me.
I had a slow speed come apart. I will tell you, I am not a Target employee. Do I have the schmuck top? No, this is a red shirt.
By the way, I only played along wrong once.
Yeah, what do you mean?
Because with Harley nowadays, I think guy with money because they're so expensive.
Oh, right. That's true. That is true.
If it's a reasonably new one, if it's not one of the old ones that he works on himself, but no matter how weird he looks, because doctors get fat and ugly. But a guy on a shiny new Harley, I think rich guy.
You know what I think when I see small girl, big fake boobs?
What?
Well,
Pearl. Gretchen.
No, I don't think that. I always think ditzy. I don't know why. It's not right because my girlfriends have them and some of them are smart.
My wife has them and she's not smart enough to leave me, but pretty smart.
Alrighty. Is it called the Brea Improv?
Yes.
All right. Well, I was just reading this. Our friend Robert Schimmel is here, and he's at the Brea Improv tonight.
Right.
With shows at 8:30 p.m. and 10:30 p.m. Tomorrow night at 7, 9, and 11. My God,
3
you're
shows. That's a
busy.
bitch.
I know.
And Sunday at 7. Here's the phone number for you real quick. We love this guy. You should go see him. It's quite funny. And you know what? It's one of those things that you don't think about doing. Like, oh, my God, we should go to a comedy club.
You know what? I went to the Improv the other night. I would have never gone in a mazillion years,
And
but the
it's
guy dared me.
so
I had
fun.
the best
I
time.
know.
It was great.
It's one of those things that you're
So,
like, oh, my God.
the
So
phone number, by the way, is 714-482-0700. That's 714-482-0700. Shows tonight, tomorrow, and Sunday.
Very nice. Okay, it is Robert Schimmel.
Hey, Robert Schimmel.
Hi, how you doing?
What are you doing, buddy?
Oh, just working all over the place. Working on some new material for another HBO special and another album. And
Can I tell you something?
yeah.
We were just talking about assumptions of people. And when I met you the first time, I know who you are. I've seen you on TV, blah, blah, blah. Thought you're a great guy, great story, all this stuff. Well, Stench, our producer, came in this morning, and he says to me, Robert left his wife for his daughter's friend.
Yeah.
And I said, well, hell, I'm not going to say anything about that. And he goes, no.
I heard it on the radio.
He doesn't care. And
Yeah.
I said, he left his wife for his daughter's friend. He goes, yes. Well, now I'm assuming a whole lot of different things about you than I did last
I
time.
am married to my daughter's best friend, but I met her when she was 26 years old. It's not like she was 9 and I watched her grow
It's
up.
still creepy.
It doesn't make him Woody Allen, though.
No.
How old
No,
were you
but-
when you met her?
No, but
How old was she when you met her?
No, she was 26 when I met her.
It's
Yeah.
still creepy.
I
no,
disagree.
she was going through a divorce, and so was I. And I didn't leave my wife for her. My daughter was trying to fix me up, and trying
her
to fix
mother.
her. No, and trying to fix her up. And we were already seeing each other, and we didn't know how to tell our daughter that
that would
that
be
she was going to freak
so-
out. And the three of us lived together, so it's kind of
Creepy.
Yeah.
because they're friends, and
Are they still best friends?
Oh yeah.
Does your wife ever give your daughter a timeout?
No.
Wow, what a weird situation.
What a weird situation.
Yeah.
Well, I'll tell you, 4 years ago, I was diagnosed with non-Hodgkin's lymphoma on June 5th, and they told me that...
Don't think you can get out of being creepy because you have
No.
cancer.
Yeah, but
No,
if you have
listen.
cancer and it's bad,
No.
you so get to
And then
bone
you
the
wanna-
hot chick.
No, then you want to live your life to the fullest. And they told me I
26 is full.
had 8 months of chemotherapy. I lost a testicle, not totally to cancer.
I got it.
have a really bad copay with my insurance, but they said that I could never have
I'm
children
26.
again.
I want a guy with both of
Well,
them,
that was
okay?
a killer.
My new wife and I had a son a year ago on June 5th, exactly 3 years to the day. So my 26-year-old daughter has a 1-year-old brother.
Wow, I thought my day was tougher than a 9-year-old and a 3-year-old.
Wow.
And she said we were in the delivery room, and she said, and my older daughter, her friend, is actually taking pictures while we're doing it. And she
sorry?
said, Dad.
You're having the baby.
Oh.
Yeah, she said, Dad, she said, I should be the one having the baby, not you becoming another father. You should be becoming a grandfather. But
Yeah, wow.
didn't work out that way.
Your life's whacked.
Yeah.
How do you go about? Okay, let me think about this. I had a stepson. How do I go about dating and then marrying his best little buddy in Cub Scouts?
He's old enough.
In Cub Scouts? I don't know. Ask Michael Jackson.
Well, I mean, I'm just saying, proportionally.
How old is your stepson now? Your eldest stepson?
Now he's 21.
Okay, well.
Have at it.
No, that's creepy.
That's actually a show coming out on the WB this fall. I think it's Fran Drescher is living with her son's best friend and they're lovers.
Wasn't that a show with Rob Lowe or something? A movie?
Rob Lowe.
I think that was his real life.
Yeah.
No,
the film was kind of grainy, but
he was like at a prep school or something. Remember?
Yeah.
And he got one phone call and then she hung up on him and the whole thing. Anyway, so wow. All right. Well, it sounds like life is good after all.
No, life is really good. And I got to tell you, since I haven't seen you since the last time I was here, I had so many people come and see me last time and say that they heard me on this show. It was staggering. It really was.
We're kind of popular.
Yeah. What's the word I'm looking for? Number one.
Oh,
yeah,
nice one, Dan.
seriously.
Way to throw that in.
Yeah. Hey, when you bastards at Morning Show Boot Camp start asking me questions, I'm half of the number one show in Los Angeles. Bite me. Get back to take the bus back to Oklahoma and stop bothering me.
Oh, you're rude. You were once there.
You know what's bizarre about that place? There's like 3,000 guys there that are all trying to sound like the same guy. It's really scary. It's like the Twilight Zone.
I know. One of them does afternoons.
I don't understand, but I know that was a slam to our own radio station. Anyway, moving on. You can see Robert Schimmel at the Brea Improv. Thank God Brad's out of
2
town.
shows tonight, 3 shows tomorrow, 1 show Sunday, 714-482-0700.
Yeah, it is true. This morning show boot camp conference thing is in town. And so, Danny's on a panel today, and then we find out, oh my God, you're going to be talking on it too.
I'm going to be talking on it too about censorship on the radio. And
I'm for that.
Well, listen, I have a 13-year-old daughter and I have a 5-year-old son with my previous wife.
When do you start dating her friends?
Right around 16 when they can drive themselves over to his house.
Yeah.
When they can drive to the liquor store and get something for daddy.
And, there are things that are appropriate for her,
so
but
weird.
aren't for him. It's just that I don't want somebody telling me what I can't see just because so my 5-year-old doesn't see it. I mean, that's where it gets scary.
Throw a V-chip in your radio, man.
Yeah.
That's the answer. Stop bothering me.
Don't even get me started. I mean, it's like Cosmo can say, whatever.
Stuff you can't describe right now.
Yeah, on the covers of their magazines, and I can have my kid there and not be able to, turn it over.
I know. Hey, look at the previews for Fear Factor. I mean, that's on network television, and that's worse than anything you hear on the radio.
Oh, it's nasty.
Oh, this show is a lot like eating worms. It's almost exactly the same thing.
I wasn't going to say worms, but whatever.
Yeah.
Anyway, I want to know another thing because I'm very curious about this weird relationship thing. So what did the mom say? Not your ex-wife.
No, the mom of the 26-year-old.
The mom of the 26-year-old?
Or is she dead of old age?
No, my ex is...
No.
Oh,
Your
my
wife's
mother-in-law.
mom.
I talked to my mother-in-law last night, actually, and she said, this is really weird. She said, because she's exactly the same age as I am, and she said, here you are, a new father, and I'm a grandmother, and we're the same age.
Oh, my God, that's weird.
Hey, it gets weirder. Put it this way. Here you are, a new father, and I'm a grandmother. We're
That's
the same
right.
age. And it's the same kid.
It just, what, huh?
I know. She said, I hope we see each other soon, and I said, I'll meet you on Jerry Springer.
Right.
Yeah, it's a weird dichotomy of a family.
I'm for it.
Hey, you know what?
The
I love
family
her.
Bush.
She loves me, and we're very happy. We're really happy, and I'm a lucky guy, and
You're like a deranged, horny Barney.
Can I say one thing?
Yes.
And don't take,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Don't take this the wrong way, scumbag.
You know what?
But
I love that.
What?
The deranged
Horny Barney. I love her. She loves me.
Yeah.
You're a
He's
deranged
right.
horny Barney with less fur.
We do. We were meant to be together. It's just that we met each other when we were with other people.
You know what we said about the assumptions: young girl, older guy.
That
who has
he's
the money.
rich.
Yeah.
She never, but I'm not rich. And after my ex got done with me, believe me, there was nothing.
Wow.
To
So
get.
here's my thing, Danny. Here's my thing. And
He's
then,
quarter class now.
here, I'll just ask you because he can't answer this, so I'll just ask you.
Right.
All right. What I'd like for you to do is for you to guess weight, height, and just physical appearance of his wife. Hold on.
Of the girl? Got
the
it.
girl.
Got it.
Keep in mind, she's 26.
Mm-hmm.
She marries some guy with cancer and without a sack.
Mm-hmm.
Well, he has a sack. It's just empty.
Well, some people look at it as half empty. Some people look at it as half full.
Right. Okay. So you got a guy
Thank you,
with
Robert.
cancer.
Right.
You got a guy with one half thing.
Right.
You got a guy
Is that a half of a thing?
Has
the
no
thing is
money.
whole. The one of the parts is missing.
has no money. His wife
Right.
took it all.
Right.
What does he offer this woman? And then B, what does she look like?
All right. Is it specifically Robert Schimmel?
Yes.
She's red friggin' hot.
I disagree.
Do you want to know why?
Why?
Remember when you started making fun of Whoopi Goldberg and who would date her? And I said she's so funny, she transcends her appearance.
Yes.
Okay, I get it. That
So
he's
you
butt
just, like-
ugly.
I wasn't
I'm
saying
with you that you're an unattractive man.
I was
with no
just
money.
saying, you got a
much.
guy with really bad cancer.
you
You're
know
gonna have
what?
to like, and one testy.
You're not too
you are
attractive.
You weren't a
Bitch.
catch.
Well, let me just go right through this
Yeah.
here. You're not too attractive.
She's beautiful.
You've got one testicle,
Yes.
no money,
Yeah.
and I saying you're so funny that that's enough to get the hot young chick.
Well, I got to tell you that I have to tell you that when I met her, she was working at a children's boutique store, and I was shopping in there for my other children.
Oh my God!
And I
isn't that
invited her
precious?
to a show, and she didn't even know who I was or what I did. And she said, "Can I bring someone?" And I said, "Sure." And she brought her husband. So she comes with her husband to my show,
Well,
and
now you're just rude, aren't you?
and the husband goes, "Robert Schimmel, oh my God, you're my favorite comic." So in the meantime, he was having an affair with somebody else.
But when did your daughter become friends with her?
They worked together at this children's boutique store. They met
And
at the
she
store.
never said, "My papa is a comedian that's
So-
on
No.
HBO tonight."
No.
Did the
I
husband?
wasn't on HBO yet.
Well, wherever.
Did the husband know you were doing
Wow,
it?
you know, only women think like that.
Because I'm thinking, hey, you're my favorite comedian,
My dad's
and you're
on
thinking,
HBO.
joke's on you, bitch.
Yeah, my dad's on HBO. Wow, that's worth changing my life
Really?
for.
My dad's also on your daughter.
Oh, we got to take a break on that one. That was a good one, Dan.